Hello, 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 and welcome to Youneik's podcast. I am so excited to talk about the Monica and Brandy versus that happened this Monday. Oh my goodness, was I so happy. Since versus started, I have been campaigning for this. One minute Brandy would be with it, and Monica wouldn't be with it, and Monica would be with it, and Brandy wouldn't be with it. Man, it was just great to see the sisterhood, to see them as grown women, and to hash out any differences that they had, and to celebrate awesome careers from the both of them. Man, it was just a great time. It was just a great time. This is the first verses that I've actually stayed up the entire time and watched it, and it was 3 hours of pure bliss. It was so great that I had to, the very next day, I had to make my very own playlist of the exact order that they played the songs in. So what I'm going to do for you is that I'm going to go ahead and, play snippets of each song, and then I'll tell you which song I think won. So it started out with What About Us by Brandy, and then Monica played Everything to Me. So we're going to get into a little bit of What About Us from Brandy, and then we'll get into Everything to Me.
Why don't you return my calls? Why you trip out where I be? You don't ever come to see me. You say that you're too busy. What the hell, I don't have time. Why you messing with my mind? I can find another guy, someone who will treat me right. I don't need this bullshit. I won't put up with it any longer. Oh, if you want, I know we just pity. I feel we just find you. You want to be close. Boy, if you ever left my side, it'd be like taking the sun from the sky. I'd probably die without you in my life, 'cause I need you to shine your light. You gave everything to me. Yeah. You're everything I need. Oh, my soul I see. Oh,
They were both great songs. What I kind of didn't like is the fact that What About Us is a fast, up-tempo type song that makes you want to groove. And I hate that Monica slowed it all the way down to Everything to Me. I didn't think that it was a good match. And I didn't think that she should have started off the battle with a ballad. So I'm going to go with Brandy, What About Us, for round one. So round two was his, and by Brandy, and Monica played A Dozen Roses. Let's get into it.
it's the only explanation to the question at hand. Like years fade, gone away in a single day. There's nothing that compares to the way you make me feel inside. And I'm so glad you're mine. Oh, it's time my king and my friend. With 1,000 roses, such will astound you. The joy of children laughing around you. These are the makings of you. The makings of you. You remind me of my Gucci shoes. Every time you walk past, all the girls be looking at you. You got style, just like a vintage groove. And I've been losing my mind. Yeah. I think I'm falling in love.
He is in A Dozen Roses. Oh my goodness, I used to jam to the After the Storm album, and A Dozen Roses was my song. I like He Is too. But for this round, I think I'm gonna have to go with A Dozen Roses. Monica. So round 3 was Full Moon and So Gone. 2 bangers. Let's get into it.
I saw you soon as you came bouncing through the door. You and your man and me just look over the floor. Started doing your thing and it made me notice you even more. Oh, hey, you turned around and looked at me, seemed at all. You must have some out of you staring on the low. Something tells me you're the kind of guy I'd like to get to know. I ain't even gonna cry, I ain't even gonna lie. Since you picked up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. So gone over you. Yeah, you wanna go. Silly on me, devoted so much time to find your favorite boy. I nearly lost my mind. Drive past your house every night in an unmarked car, wondering what you had on me to make you break my heart. Yeah, I'm so you make me feel.
Okay, so that was really a tough one for me. Oh my goodness, it was hard. It's like it could have went either way, either way, either way. I'm a Libra, so I was trying to balance the scales. That one was probably one of the toughest ones for me. Round 3, oh my goodness. Oh. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Full Moon. I wish I could give a tie, but I just think saying a tie is it's just corny. You gotta pick one or the other. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Full Moon. So Brandy's up, 2-1. Round 4, they took it back to the very beginning. Their first singles that they released ever to the world. I Wanna Be Down and Don't Take It Personal.
I would like to get to know if I could be should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see you, the more that it becomes. It's just one of them days when I wanna be all alone. It's just one of them days when I gotta be all alone. It's just one of them days. I know it always feels like I'm doing you wrong, but it's all love again. So understand that I'm only in love, you're the only one I need. So have some thought that I want to leave, and then trust the dream. When a girl goes through, when I'm angry,
Just one of them days. Don't take it personal, baby. Oh my goodness. That was a really tough one too. It was tough because I jammed to both of those songs when they came out in 1994. They were bangers. They both was young. Monica was 12. I didn't realize that she was 12. I thought she was at least 13, 14. Brandy was 14. And I'm gonna go with I Wanna Be Down. She got the edge because she also went into the remix with Queen Latifah, Yo-Yo, and MC Lyte. So she got some extra points for that. But it was very tight, very, very, very tight. So Brandy's up, 3-1. Round 5, Baby by Brandy, and Like This, Like That by Monica.
it's sweet to say, baby, baby, how you make me feel when you come to mind. I can't keep my cool, baby, baby. I can't hold it inside. I can't wait each day just to see you trying to. Baby. Yeah. And keep on going. I'm gonna get in love with you. I need to know if you want me for sure. We were still for too long. I need a commitment to me feel I belong to someone. So till I do, and this is your chance to I'm moving on without you. Gotta find another to me. You say you want me, then you better show me. No, ain't get to know me. And then you find
So Baby and Like This and Like That. I definitely gotta go with Baby if I have to be honest. Like This and Like That was never really one of my favorite Monica songs. So Brandy for the win. Brandy 4, Monica 1. Round 6, An Angel in Disguise. Brandy, should have known better, Monica.
An angel has always been thought to be one of God's most precious works. I guess that's how she had you fooled, because she was an angel in disguise. Hurt and pain could never come from her, so you left me only to find that hurt and pain involves her. And now you see your mistakes, and now you see the angel was a fake. My love was never misplaced. Baby, my love is true. Most importantly, still I love you. I didn't ask to go with you to Mexico. I really didn't need to shopping spree in LA and Melrose. Boy, if you didn't know it, well now you know. I didn't need the furs or the jewelry, because material things that don't.
Angel in Disguise versus You Should Have Known Better. I really don't like when they put a ballad up against either a mid-tempo or a fast song. I don't like that because I just feel it's not balanced out. And I have to say that I enjoy both songs. I love Angel in Disguise. I love the background vocals from Joe. I love You Should Have Known Better. It's Monica did her thing on that song, but I guess I'm speaking from, I think I don't even know. I'm gonna have to, I hate to pick one or the other, but I'm gonna have to go with Angel in Disguise. These are, that was a hard one. So Brandy's up for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5-1. Round 7, Missing You. For You, I Will.
I'm missing you. Oh, that you'd have to love so suddenly, so fast. How could it be? No sweet memories were beyond all that we have made. Now that you're gone, every day I go. And you're feeling lost in the night, and you feel your world just ain't right. Call on me and leave you wait. Count on me and we'll be there. Anytime the times get too tough, anytime you're best saying no, I'll be the one to make it better. I'll be there to protect you, see you through. I'll be there and there is nothing I won't do. I will cross the ocean for you. I will go and bring you the moon. I will be your hero, your strength, anything you need.
So I like the fact that they both played songs that were from soundtracks. Missing You was from the Set It Off soundtrack, and it was featuring Tamia, Gladys Knight, Shaka Khan, and Brandy. And Monica, For You I Will, was off the Space Jam soundtrack. The one thing that I don't like in verses is I don't like when artists play songs that they're featured on. Like, you're doing a verses, I want to hear your body of work by yourself. That's just me. Everybody may not feel the same way, but that's just how I feel. I'm gonna have to go with Monica, For You I Will. By a long shot. Don't get me wrong. I love Missing You. I love it. It's a beautiful song. It makes me cry. It makes me think of all the lost loved ones that I have, my mom, my uncle, my grandfathers, and it's just a beautiful song. But For You I Will, Monica. So round 8, Almost Doesn't Count, and Why I Love You So Much.
Almost made you love me, almost made you cry, almost made you happy, babe. Didn't I dream that? You almost had me thinking you were turned around, but everybody knows almost doesn't count. Heard you saying you were finally free. What was always missing for you, babe? You found it in me. But you can't get to heaven, have off the ground. Everybody knows, almost doesn't count. You give me the world, and everything. Oh God, since I've been your girl, oh my whole life has been much better than ever before. You got a tender sweet love. Yes, it's you that weakens me. It takes up for me whenever we touch. Baby, that's just why I love you so much. Baby, that's just why I can't get enough. Baby, that's just why I love you so much. I love only you.
Woo, I didn't want that to end. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that she was 12 years old singing like that with that much passion. What she knew about love at 12 years old. You can't tell me that she hadn't been through it. Oh my goodness, this was one of the toughest categories for me because both of these songs mean so much to me, and I love these songs. I love both of them, and I hated that I was torn between the two and I didn't know which direction to go into. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I picked Almost Doesn't Count. The reason I picked that is because that's one of my favorite Brandy songs, but not to say that, you know what, Why I Love You So Much, maybe one of my favorite Monica songs, but oh my goodness, this is a hard one. I wish I could give a tie for this one too, but I'm going to just go ahead and go with Almost Doesn't Count, because if I sit here and try to contemplate, I'll be, leaning and not, doing my Libra thing, not knowing which which way to turn, which way to balance the scales. So right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brandy is up 6-2. Come on, Mo. You gotta come on, come on. So round 9 is Broken Hearted and Love All Over Me.
That's why I thought I took my time. That everything in love would be right. What's not a big pain could take time. I stepped right on in it, didn't even notice how deep I was. I went from the ground to the top of the cloud. And now as I look down, I see where I fell into your arms. Now I got love. Baby, you touch every part of me. Oh, I got love all over me. And I don't want to get up. I'm completely covered up in your love. Even my skin.
The metaphors used in that song, oh my goodness. Love is such a beautiful thing, especially in the beginning when it's new and you feel like you can't live without that person, and boy, did she express that in that song. Oh my God, I felt it. Love all over me, and I don't want to get it off. I'm completely covered in your love. Everybody needs to experience that feeling. Good, bad, indifferent, doesn't matter how the relationship turns out at the end. Everybody should go through that. So with that being said, Broken Hearted, she played the version with Youneik, which is a nice version. I wish she would have just stuck to her version, but I understand she had the video with Youneik. That was the actual one that she released. Love All Over Me. I gotta go with that. Monica for the win. So we got 1, 2, 3. Monica 3, Brandy 6. So round 10 was Top of the World, Brandy, and down from Monica, which I was kind of unsure why she played that, but let's get into it.
Dark child, next kid, all I'm on the rise. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I went from elegance to many mansions. The girls in the river doing belly dances. Half of my dancing, jars from Branson. Make it to my circumstances, but you know I'm wiser now. Move like Kaiser now. Got a butter soft cover just to hide my pound. Got a house in the valley, come and find me now. Got enough dough to buy the town, so I might give a 6 to my shit. Minutes to my mom, crib so big it look like the Synagogue. Give her a couch just to spill Henny on. You've been gone since Lotto's been gone.
Hey, I'm not the same girl. I think I'm in my own world. What makes them think that at a thing. Looking at every problem, like you, falling, yeah, everything. Whoa, I'm just trying to believe me. Do what I do.
Okay, so Top of the World versus Down for My Niggas. There we go again with the, I know Brandy released Top of the World, and it was featuring Mace. It was a hot, hot song. But like I said before, what I want to see in battles is songs that is only that artist. I don't want to see any features. I don't want to see none of that. I don't. And I was completely unsure why Monica played Down for My Niggas, unless there's a version with her on it that I have no idea about. Maybe I need to do some more research and see, but I didn't understand that. I mean, I think she probably played it to rep C Murder. Maybe she was trying to give us, you know, a blind-sided message that, you know, C Murder and her are back together. You know, I know she's helping him with the prison reform and trying to get him out of jail. So I don't know at all what that was about. So I'm gonna definitely go with Top of the World by Brandy. So we have Brandy 7, Monica 3. So that is the first top 10, 1 through 10. So I want to get back into talking a little bit more about Brandy and Monica. So I want to start off by discussing their outfits. I thought Brandy made an interesting choice. I was reading in the comments and somebody said that it looked like she had on a Whoopi Goldberg outfit. It made me chuckle a little bit. What was killing me was the shoes. At first I thought they were slippers. I was like, why is she wearing slippers? Did she have an accident? Is she hurt? And then when I noticed that it had a heel, I was like, oh, okay, so it's a white shoe. And then it had the heel, and then she had stockings on, from what it looked like to me. The pants, wasn't my favorite, but I didn't really like her outfit choice at all. Monica, she looked adorable. I loved her outfit. It was, I know I saw people saying, was she wearing boots or was it pants? It was pants. I love the top, the Fendi top, the hat to match. You know, she was slick until she stood up. The pants, they were so baggy in the front, and I wish she would have had it tailored and took it in, and the outfit would have been banging. But, you know, they look great. They're beautiful women. You know, I watched them grow up, even though I'm not that much older than them, but I watched them grow into beautiful women, mothers, business women. And I'm so, you know, so proud of them. And I have to address the fact that I'm just happy that, you know, they haven't gotten any plastic surgery, as far as I can tell. They've aged well, they look great, because we're living in a times where, you know, people just do all kind of stuff to their face, to their bodies, you know, have insecurity issues and problems, and, you know, they think going under the knife is going to fix it, but what people don't understand that is what you have in here. Because you can do all that, you can pay for a new booty, you can pay for some new breasts, you can change your face, but if you don't love yourself, that's not going to be enough. You're going to constantly keep doing things because you're unhappy with yourself. So, you know, kudos to the ladies for, you know, looking great, holding it together. And, you know, I love to see the sisterhood. I like to see, them, hash out, like I said earlier, whatever issues that they had growing up, and be grown women and give us what we wanted, because we definitely wanted that. The culture wanted that. They did it real big, man. They had 1.2 million people watching, and that was just on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was a whole lot more on Apple Music, and at one point I turned, because I was watching it on my phone. At another point I turned to YouTube and was watching it because I wanted a bigger picture. And it was so many people streaming it. It was just great. It was just a great, great, great night. I'm so proud of Timberland and Swiss Beats for the idea and for sticking with it, and for the artists, complying and giving us what we want. And it's just great. They should be charging for that, but thank God they're not. It was just wonderful. I did feel like it was kind of awkward, maybe a little bit more on Brandy's behalf. I felt at times that she was overdoing it and not really being sincere, and it just didn't come off natural. And I guess, that's the fact that they haven't seen each other in 8 years. They haven't spoken. It was, beef at one time. I guess it was that. And she, she was just trying to, it kind of came off as fake at times. But, I love to see them celebrate each other and, sing each other's songs. It was just beautiful. It's what women should do. We gotta love and support each other instead of constantly always being back and forth at each other, hating on this one, and all these different issues. And sometimes it don't be that you have a problem with the other person. It can be your lack of self-love. It can be something that you got going on, and you see somebody that can be more confident than you are, so you get jealous and you start hating on them. And it's like, no, we are so much more powerful as a unit. And if we stand together and stick together and help each other out, I'm not saying that it got to be all hunky-dory and everybody must get along, kumbaya. No, it doesn't have to be that, because that's not reality. But I'm just glad that they put it all behind them. They talked about, possibly when Rona pack it up and go, possibly going on a tour together. I would definitely love that. I will be having my tickets if and when that happens. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and pray that it does happen. I would love to see them do another song together. I know they did All Belongs to Me in 2012, and it was good. We didn't really get to see them perform it or anything, but we did get a wonderful video out of it and a great song. So, I hope they can, make some stuff happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back into, the verses. But I did want to say one more thing. It was lovely to see the family supporting, to know that Ray J and Brandy's daughter and mom and, other people were, on the sidelines, and Monica had her brother and, her kids and all that stuff. And, people that's repping for C Murder. So I thought that was lovely. And Monica kept stressing the importance of family and how family is so important to both of them. And that's something that she liked about both of them. So I really enjoyed that, because family is very important to me too. I love my family. I can't live without my family. But that was really nice. So I'm going to get back into it, and we're on to round 11. So Borderline, Brandy played off of her new album, and Still Standing.
What would you do if you're alone? What would you think about me? I know it's something wrong with you on my mind all the time. It is what it is. Feeling crazy. Wanna feel me deep down, deep down. You can be that way. Help me, baby. I'll give you this heart of mine. Ooh, I'm on that borderline, yeah. Ooh, don't wanna be this all the time. she never lied. I'm the most stressed girl in the whole wide world. Don't you ever hurry, I'll change on you. I couldn't leave you out. Mama always told me, baby, you gotta walk by faith and not by sight. Real talk, you gotta listen. Oh, yeah. Oh, listen to me now. I'm gonna say it loud so you won't be confused by what we're talking about. I dig through the storm, I dirt on my name. I'm still holding on, champion of the game. They say whatever don't kill you, make you stronger. But I must be the world's strongest woman. See, I done done a whole lot of doing. Everything you say, I'm already knowing. 'Cause I ain't the rules. Everything you're doing.
Okay, so Borderline versus Still Standing. Again, Monica went with Still Standing, which was featuring Ludacris. I love this song though. Borderline, I'm really feeling the B7 album, and Borderline is actually one of my favorite songs off of that album. It's her new single that's out now. I love Borderline, but I'm gonna have to go with Still Standing because I'm still, you know, getting familiar with Borderline, and, you know, Still Standing, it speaks to me. You know, it's that girl power song. It's that song that tell you not to give up and to, you know, roll with the punches and to keep fighting. So I'm gonna go with Monica, Still Standing. So Monica 4, Brandy 7. Round 12 was Love Again. Brandy and Commitment by Monica.
I wake from my slumber. I wish I could call you up. Miss how you put your love on me.
Boy, you got my number. Wish I could feel your touch. Wish you could find me.
You never know when to chill. Always talk about keep it real. Only until you've had your fill. Then you wanna cry ill. Really thought you know the deal. Oh, cause I guess that's what happens. The two fools be falling in love. Mixing some pain and some passion. Nothing is ever enough. If you can take my hand, I promise we'll find love again. Yeah, yeah. If you can take my hand, I promise we'll find love again. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't even say what. It don't take much, a little affection, some of your time. That's all that I'm asking for. Feels like this dream will never come true. I just want somebody to know how to listen and give me attention. Who won't bring my heart? Good intentions that ain't hard to please. I don't need a lot. Just show me that you care. Can you be there when I need you most? And when I say I don't, make me feel secure forever. I just need someone to love me when it's hard to. I can trust with all my issues. Someone who is patient and consistent I need good sex and commitment from somebody loyal.
I need somebody that's patient, understanding, commitment, and good sex. Oh, very important. So, here we go again with the feature song. Daniel Caesar, Brandy, Love Again. I love that song. I really do. It feels good to me. I like the mesh of the two voices. But I'm going to definitely have to go with Commitment, Monica, this round. So Mo, you up. 5-7. Mo 5, Brandy 7. Round 13. Slow jam. And Put It Down.
I'm gonna put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm gonna put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm put it, I'm put it, I'm. If you put it down right, like the way I want it, play it close, right, maybe we could fall in love. If you put it down, if you put it down, if you put it down, maybe we could fall in love. Put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm put it down, you gon' fall in love. If you put it down, maybe we could fall in love. I'm put it down, you gon' fall in love. I'm put it down, you gon' fall in love. If you put it down, maybe we could fall in love. Ooh, you're talking so tough, damn, I love it all. Even the way you flex, that's what turned me on. Oh, you know you make me weak, just 'cause the way you are. 'Cause everybody in you knows that you're a star. And still I'm letting you know I got the sweetest heart. Any man that wants this, baby, you gon' have to work hard. From what I see, you got what I want, that's just half the part. Gotta see what you put on it to make sure you're the one. If you put it down. I was all alone, I was feeling red and low. I needed someone to lift my spirits up. So I dropped in on the dance just to take my place. And this lovely thing was, she was more than enough. Next for a hand, said, would you like to dance? So pleased that I asked. She quickly took my hand, and we danced and fell in love. Oh, slow jam. Slow jam. This time make it sweet. Oh, slow jam. For my baby, for me. Slow jam. This time makes me free. Slow jam. My baby, and for me. What you say is true. I feel the same way too. See you play it over my own.
Okay. So Brandy and Chris Brown versus Monica and Usher. Basically, that's what it is. I'm gonna definitely have to go with Put It Down. I'm not gonna complain too much about the features because they both played songs that people were featured in. So I'm definitely gonna go Put It Down. I like the vibe of the song. To be completely honest, I never was a big fan of Slow Jam. I love the original, but I just never was really a big fan of that version of it. I like Monica and Usher sound great. It's not that, it's just, I don't know if I thought that they were too young at the time to be singing that song. I don't know what it is, but I just, yeah. Slow Jam, I don't like, that was a ballad versus this up-tempo song. Put It Down, I love Brandy and Chris's chemistry. And, she had been away for a minute and he kind of made her relevant again. Put It Down. So on to round 14, the first night, and Who Is She to You?
Get on that. What we about to do it? Get on that.
Don't even think about calling me crazy. You know you beat that lady. Yeah. And when I turned and looked at you, you tried to play it off, but I could tell that you were free. Yeah. She was just too nervous. She was looking like she was having memory has a miss. And I got her this. I'm kind of wondering myself, and you really know how. We used to know each other so well. Cause I wanna know now if that is not something. You don't lie to me. My eyes can't see you going on. You better let me know. You don't lie to me.
Hey, baby, tell me what's up. Can you hear me? And do what I never turn it up. Baby, tell me what's up. Can you hear me? And do what I never turn it up. What, baby, tell me what's up. Can you hear me? And do what I never turn it up. Baby, tell me what's up. Can you hear me? And do what I turn it up.
Boy, this evening, what's it on me? Feeling complete. Gonna be open to some satisfaction. Didn't wanna see it. Hey, your reaction. I knew it was wrong for feeling this way. Especially the thought of getting on the first date. Couldn't let go, it stayed on my mind at the end of the night. I had to decide, I was thinking I should make a move, but I won't. I should be something is wrong. Don't know I'm ready to be right. I don't get down on the first time.
I should make a move, but I won't. I know you're probably feeling something is wrong. Don't get down on the first night. Neither do I, Monica. Neither do I. And you shouldn't either. So, I had to go with Who Is She to You. I love the Aphrodisiac album, and Who Is She to You was one of my jams, man. I like the vibe of it. Oh my goodness, I love the bridge of the song. So I'm gonna go with Who Is She to You? So that's Brandy 9, Monica 5. It's close, it's close. Round 15, Knock, Knock, Knock versus Best Friend.
Whenever I'm down, I call on you. Helping hand you. I'm on me, so I'm calling you now. Just to make it real. What else can I do? Won't you up with me? When they come, but you should know that I've got my girl like it's automatic. So never hesitate. Cause I'm your sister, always for you. And don't know what I ever loved you from the beginning. Cause I always been here right now. Cause I'm for you, my best friend.
Hey, yo, Mo, open up the door, man. I'm sorry, baby. Hey, Mo, open up the door. You got these dogs out here, they about to bite me, poodles and rabbits and all of that. Open up the door, man. I'm sorry, man. I love you.
It's funny how the tables turn, 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 turn. Funny how the tables turn. Now it's you running back to me. Didn't want to spend quality time. Didn't think I would ever leave. You got way too comfortable. Now you say you want me in your life. Cause I picked up off the shoe. I'm moving to my new place tonight. So
Best Friend versus Knock Knock. Knock Knock used to be my jam off of the After the Storm album. That was my album. I didn't realize how many songs Monica and Missy had done together. New Monica, and she screamed that on every single song. Best Friend. I always loved that song. It was dedicated to Brandy's little brother, Ray J. It always touched my heart. I didn't have a brother at that time, no siblings. And I used to always want to know what it felt like to have that type of connection with a sibling. And I just love the way that she's singing on it. I love the way Monica's singing on Knock Knock too. But if I had to choose one or the other, I'm gonna lean more towards Best Friend. So that's Brandy 10, Monica 5. Round 16, Before You Walk Out of My Life and Sitting Up in My Room.
seems like dozens of us sharing that there is no one else. I think about it, yeah. There's some good on that. Get you on my bed. There's a perfect time. I'm crazy. How can I run me down? Tell me where to start. Cause every time you smile, I feel trembling in my heart. Here we are face to face with the memories that can't be erased. Although we need each other, things have changed. It's not the same. Sometimes it makes me wonder, where would I be if you hadn't discovered what I did inside of me? I knew there was something that we could compare. Well, I've never been so cold, just no pain. I just wanna go back to being the same. Well, I only wanna make things right before you walk out my life.
I love both of the songs. I really do. So we got Before You Walk Out of My Life, Monica. It's just amazing to know how young she was. I know I've said that about 2 or 3 times, but it's just amazing to know how young she was and how she was singing like that. Oh my goodness. And she was just so cute with her little short haircut in the video. Sitting Up in My Room was a big hit for Brandy. It was off the Waiting to Excel soundtrack, which was an amazing soundtrack that Babyface wrote and produced with nothing but a lineup of powerhouse women, all women. And Monica kept saying, I wasn't a part of that. I didn't get that call. And Brandy was like, well, you were new. But I'm definitely gonna have to go with Before You Walk Out of My Life. So that's what? Monica 6, Brandy 10, Let Go. Round 17, Every Time the Beat Drops versus Talk About Our Love.
But you hit this time, wanna speak your mind. I know somebody's lying. It's always something. Her auntie told your cousin. Then all your homies jumping. And now the whole house buzzing. Easy, she said, don't let it get deep. Baby, don't say something that you will regret. I'm on your team. It's us against them, you see. Hey, they gon' stop. They just want what we got. When we talk about love, we make it obvious. We see so obvious. Hey, they don't know one thing about us. We just want it. We do it.
Rock, 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 then bend my knees every time the beat drop. Can make the beat drop, and with a laptop, I make them do it. As soon as the beat drop, I throw my towels out. Like Nick, I like the wild out. I'ma stay in the game until I foul out. First I lean, grab a ball, then I pop with it. When they bring the mic, the crowd, I walk with it. Getting lit, yup, try to get it quick. When the song come on, they like, that's right.
I just let it dance. Every time right shifted all night. Hey, it's my jam.
Every time the beat drop,
Ooh, all the ladies in the club overdue. And you work it real slow. You can do it till you make it love.
every time the beat drop.
I know you used
Okay, so every time the beat drops, talk about our love. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Talk About Our Love. I just love the vibe. I love Kanye. Yeah. I was never really a big fan about Every Time the Beat Drops with them Franchise Boys, but it was a vibe. But I definitely would pick Talk About Our Love. Round 18, Sideline Hell versus Put That on Everything.
for you. Yes, I will. To the edge of the earth, I'll go to see you. Yes, it's true. If you're anywhere, and I'm silent home. Use a hoe, silent call this phone? Did he pick it up? No. The way was making love. Did you meet his mom? Have you met his kid? No. Didn't know my kid was here. Get your shit together, you're making a fool of yourself. Yeah, it don't matter if he spends the night his home somewhere. Ain't you tired of being on the side? I'm tired of being your right, yes. Mine, second place, don't get a ride. When you don't realize you're wasting your time. Oh, you get real quick and rolling. When you look, change your life up for the old. Ain't you tired of spending all the holidays alone? Tired of being this little sideline home.
Put that on everything versus sideline. How? Okay, so I love Put That on Everything. I love the tone of her voice in that song. I love the background vocals by Brandy. But I'm gonna have to rock with Sideline How. And it was so funny, they kept going on and on about it. And Brandy kept, oh no, don't say that. My daughter's here. And Monica was like, my kids know who I am. They know their mama. Yeah, Sideline How for me. We all know one. So round 19, or maybe a few. Round 19 is trust versus when you touch me.
All I can do is sit and think about the way he used to love me, the way he used to hold me, the way he used to touch me. And all I want is another moment. I'm waiting. I'm ready. Touch me. Wish I could hold you just for a little while. Let me. I wish I could see you right now, but you're so far away. It's driving me crazy. I can see you, baby, and the way you touch me. I can't think I've ever felt before. That's how I know I am yours. Now is the time to show you my love. Going down I wait for to right there to taste the life before loving. What up, mama? What up? You know it's your girl, Casey. Oh, hey. I've been thinking about this guy. I really feel a lot. Everything that he's been through, I just want him to trust me. He should. I'll never hurt him. But what? You know, love. If he loves you, he needs to show you that he loves you. I just feel like, let me be the one who can take you from all the things you see. And if you trust in me, I can be that anything you need. Give it all to me, baby. Don't you run from me, baby. I'll give you every little piece of me. No, without a thing. 'Cause I know you feel like things in your life. Got you feeling like this can't be right. I won't hurt you. I'm down for you, baby. I know you see my I know you feel like things in your life. Got you feeling like this can't be right. I won't hurt you. I'm down for you, baby. I'm down for you, baby. Let me show you love can't be easy. You just let it be. Nothing is so much, but I believe it. You give me everything
and When You Touch Me. I like how Monica told the story of, she had just had her 2 children, and she was basically content with being a stay-at-home mom. And Keisha was like, come on, girl, time to dust them vocals off and get back to it. So she said that actually helped her and motivated her to get back to the music. And oftentimes that happens a lot with women when we become mothers. We put aside the thing that we fell in love the most, which can be careers, jobs, just sometimes yourself. And so I thought that was pretty cool that she told that story. Part of the story that I was unaware of, she was saying that Trust was a song that Keisha had recorded off of her first album, and it was a song that she really liked, and she wanted the song to see the light of day because it was never released or anything. And so she went back and we recorded it. It must have been a song that wasn't released because I don't remember this from the album. I didn't remember it from the album, and when I did look back, it wasn't on that first album. So it just may have been one of those songs that didn't make the final cut. So I thought that was cool that she shared that information. I would definitely have to say that I'll go with When You Touch Me by Brandy. So that leaves Brandy 12 to Monica's 7. Round 20 is Have You Ever, An Angel of Mine.
Somebody so much it makes you cry. Have you ever needed something so sad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right? Have you ever? Have you ever? Have you ever been in love so bad you do anything to make them understand? Have you ever had someone steal your heart away? You give anything to make them feel the same. Have you ever searched for words to get you in the heart, but you don't know what to say, and you don't know where to start? Have you ever? When I first saw you, I already knew there was something inside of you, something I thought that I would never find. Angel of mine, I looked at you, looking at me. Now I know why they say the best things are free. Gonna love you, boy, you are so bright. Angel of mine.
2 great songs, very, very great songs. Have You Ever? Have You Ever? I love that song, and I love Angel of Mine. Monica sounds like an angel singing that song. I will definitely have to go with Angel of Mine. So that is Monica 8, Brandy 12. But this was very hard for me because it could have went either or. It depends on tomorrow. I might be able to go back and Monica may win. I mean, it's not a win or lose. It's a celebration, man. It's a celebration of 2 great artists and 40 great songs. So yeah, that's my little spill. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. I enjoyed going down memory lane. And they ended the show with "The boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine."
The boy is mine, the boy is mine, the boy is mine,
The boy is mine.
The boy is mine.
Excuse me, can I please talk to you for a minute? Sure, you look kind of familiar. Yeah, you do too. I just wanted to know, do you know somebody named? You know his name. Oh, yeah, definitely. I know his name. But I just want to let you know that he's mine. No, he's mine. It's not hard to see. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. Oh, I think it's time to practice straight. Sitting someplace to face. There's no way you could mistake. Oh, you're really good insane. See, I know that you may be jealous of me. But you're blind if you can't see that his love is all in me. See, I tried to hesitate. I didn't want to say what you to me. You said without me you couldn't make through the day, baby. And maybe you misunderstood. Cause I can't see how we could. Wanna take time and that's so good. All my love is all it took. Me too.
Boy is mine. So thanks for joining me. Youneik's podcast. Peace.